Have you ever loved your sister so fiercely that you'd give her the world, only to have her erase you from her life when you need her most? I thought our bond was unbreakable, but one haunting Halloween night in Los Angeles showed me how fragile family can be. Our family's sprawling Beverly Hills estate glowed with the eerie flicker of jack-o'-lanterns lining the driveway, the air thick with the scent of caramel apples, spiced cider, and the crisp autumn chill seeping through the open grand doors. Laura's annual Halloween bash was legendary, a who's who of LA influencers, celebrities, and our extended family. Their costumes swirling through the marble-floored ballroom to the thump of a DJ spinning gothic remixes. At 34, I, Emma, had built a thriving interior design firm, pouring my creativity into transforming spaces for the elite. Laura, my younger sister by 2 years, ran a high-end fashion boutique, always the social butterfly, her $2.8 million mansion, the perfect backdrop for her glamorous life. But tonight, as I arrived in my carefully curated vampire costume, my heart sank. My name wasn't on the guest list. And Laura's smirk from across the room confirmed it. The doorman's clipboard confirmed my fears. No Emma Thompson on the list. Guests streamed past me, their laughter echoing as I stood frozen, the caramel apple's sweetness turning bitter in my mouth. Laura glided over, her witch costume impeccable, her voice dripping with false surprise. "Oh, Emma, I must have forgotten to add you." "So sorry, sis." Her eyes glinted with something darker than the party lights, and before I could respond, she turned back to her influencer friends, their giggles cutting deeper than any knife. My hands trembled, the autumn breeze now chilling my bones as I turned to leave, the jack-o'-lantern's grins mocking my humiliation. Why would she exclude me? I'd helped design her boutique, even co-signed her mansion loan when banks hesitated. Something was wrong. I didn't make a scene. I slipped into a coffee shop across the street, my heart pounding, replaying Laura's smirk and the guest list snub. Her forgetfulness felt calculated, especially after our last argument about her boutique's finances. Why exclude me now? The next morning, I accessed our shared family business account. Laura still had access from our joint venture days. My fingers shook as I scrolled through transactions. $150,000 in suspicious withdrawals, forged invoices for inventory, even wire transfers to an offshore account in the Caymans. One entry hit like a sledgehammer, the $2.8 million mortgage on her mansion, refinanced without my knowledge as co-signer, with payments diverted to her personal expenses. My vision blurred, the scent of my morning espresso now bitter. Laura hadn't just forgotten me, she was drowning in debt, using our family business to prop up her lifestyle, and my name was on the line. For weeks, I played along, liking her Instagram posts, sending congratulatory texts, all while plotting my revenge. The next big event was Laura's boutique launch party, another lavish affair at her mansion, packed with fashion bloggers, investors, and our family. I'd make sure it was unforgettable. I dug deeper, finding bank alerts about missed mortgage payments, emails from her shady accountant named Victor about asset liquidation, even a text chain where Laura bragged about faking it till I make it. Each clue was a spark, fueling my rage. I contacted Victor, posing as Laura's assistant. "She needs you at the launch for a financial review. 8 p.m. mansion." He replied immediately, clueless about the storm coming. My heart pounded, but I felt a strange calm, like the quiet before an LA wildfire. The launch party was a spectacle, crystal chandeliers draped in cobwebs, runway lights illuminating designer gowns, the air filled with the scent of expensive perfume and champagne flutes. Laura was radiant, working the crowd in a custom gown, schmoozing investors while Mom and Dad beamed with pride. Victor arrived, his suit rumpled, a briefcase in hand, his eyes scanning nervously for Laura. I waited until the fashion show climaxed. When Laura took the runway for her closing speech, the venue's massive screen glowing behind her. Then I signaled the AV tech, a friend I'd clued in, and the screen flickered to life. Instead of her brand video, it showed the bank statements, the forged invoices, and Laura's text to Victor, blown up for all to see. The room fell silent, the click of camera phones replacing the applause. Laura's voice faltered, her eyes darting to the screen. Victor's face drained of color, his briefcase slipping to the floor. I stepped onto the runway, my voice steady. "Thank you, Laura, for showing us what family fashion really means." Influencers gasped. Mom's hand flew to her mouth and Dad's face crumpled with shock. Victor bolted for the exit and Laura stood frozen, the runway lights exposing every lie. I thought exposing her would finally free me from the shadow of her perfection. As the crowd dispersed, Laura grabbed my arm, her voice desperate. "Emma, you don't understand." I pulled away, my voice cold. "I understand you gambled away our family." I left her there, the LA skyline glittering coldly as I walked to my car. But the victory felt hollow. 3 days later, the bank called. Foreclosure papers for Laura's mansion, my name still on the loan, but I'd already transferred the liability to her. She lost everything, just as she'd tried to erase me. The next week, as I sorted through old family photos in my studio, I found a letter I'd written to Mom at 19, when I'd skipped Sarah's birthday for a design internship. It confessed how I'd lied about being sick, leaving Laura to celebrate alone, making her feel abandoned. Mom had forgiven me, but Laura's resentment had festered. Had that moment fueled her desperation? I'd destroyed her for her betrayal, but standing in my quiet studio, the city's hum louder than my thoughts. I realized the hardest truths aren't the ones we expose. They're the ones we bury, thinking they don't shape the family we lose. If this story shattered your family illusions, smash that like button and subscribe to Cheating Stories Twist for more heart-wrenching tales of betrayal and redemption. Have you ever been erased from someone's life only to watch karma rewrite the story? Share it in the comments below, and don't forget to share this video with someone who loves a jaw-dropping twist.